Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. It's your girl Mrs. and I'm back with another video. But as you can see by the title, I previously posted my full face of using high-end favorite makeup products, and today I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing but just use drugstore and possibly affordable makeup products. If you're about this life, make sure you do subscribe on your way out. I would really appreciate it. Put your post notifications on to all, thumbs up the video, follow me on Insta if you don't already. It is missy.sydz, and without further ado, let's get right into this video. Done my brows off camera as usual, and I used the NYX, I think it's called the Full and Fluff brow pencil. I don't know where she's gone because I tried to be organized and put all my makeup into one spot, but that girl disappeared somewhere. But that's what I used. But yeah, so the brows are pretty much done. So now we're gonna go on the base. Please excuse that I ain't got no nails. Listen, this year has been a struggle for nails. I'm sick and tired of not being able to get my nails done consistently, and these stick-on nails don't last me at all. So we're gonna be looking a bit butch and naked today. So then you guys know. Onto the base, obviously I have to prime. If you're new to my channel, I do have normal to dry combination skin. So the first one I'm going to mention is from Barry M, and this is one of their radiance serum. I think you can actually use this as skincare, because believe it or not, the days that I don't wear makeup, which is pretty much majority of the time, but I get really dry, especially like flaky around my nose, I like to drop a little bit of this on my face and just like massage it into my skin, and it does wonders. It does come in this little syringe. This has been pretty much one of my go-to primers. If not, I definitely have to give credit to the Revolution Glass Skin Primer. This is a beautiful primer, and if you want that ultimate dewy finish, glass skin, especially if you're normal to dry combination and you want to wear like a matte foundation, this will help you. The only thing I will probably say, a little goes a long way. I think I'm actually going to use this today because I haven't actually showcased this on my channel for quite some time now. I always like to heavily focus it around my nose, so I literally pinch my nostril like this. So I did dim the lighting a little bit, but as you can see that my skin has just got that beautiful dewy finish. It feels so soft and so smooth. So onto foundation. You guys know I'm a foundation junkie, and if you haven't seen my recent upload of talking about my favorite foundations of 2020, I will leave it in the cards if I don't have enough room to put it in the description box. But the three that I took out of that sort of selection are these three. So obviously I've got my NYX Born to Glow foundation in the shade Cocoa, and then I've got my Infallible 24-hour Freshwear from L'Oreal, and then lastly I've got the, I think it's the Double Fix. I think this is what it's called because I can never remember and it's never on the packaging. So I think it's the Double Fix foundation from XX Revolution. One I would definitely say has the most coverage. This gives you more of that sort of fresh wear, light, looking good, skin but better type of version. And this is obviously just a natural radiant type of foundation. I'm not going to use this because I have featured this in my last favorite video. I think I'm going to use this one because I don't really tend to use this again quite a lot on camera. The shade that I use is Deep Amber 375, which I think is the second darkest out of this selection. So that's the foundation there. I'm gonna go in with my favorite brush, definitely my favorite brush, but you see, like, oh. So this is one pump of the foundation, and I can't explain it, but I just feel like I have nothing on my skin. I just love the coverage. Just immediately it just gives me medium coverage. It's just flawless on the skin. We're gonna go on to concealers. I don't think I'm gonna do like a favorite concealer series, but these four are like my most favorite affordable drugstore concealers. So we've got the famous Revolution Infinite Concealer. Now I do like the original Conceal and Define, but I feel like I like this a little bit more only because of the coverage. It is a little bit more mattifying than the Conceal and Define, but it's still quite comfortable on my skin type. C13 or C12.5, both of them have golden undertone. So that one is the C13 from Revolution. Next one, listen, this gives me life, and it's the L'Oreal, again, Infallible More Than Concealer in the shade 338 Honey, because she is a honey. So probably a tad bit lighter than the Revolution. The 12.5 from Revolution is pretty much the same tone, to be honest. So recently this year I actually picked up the NYX Born to Glow concealer in the shade Golden Honey, and again she is a honey, definitely lighter than the other two that I swatched, but that is the NYX one in the shade Golden Honey. Lastly, I'm sorry, but this is like my all-time favorite, the e.l.f. one. Now I do have the original Camo one, but I obviously like hydrating, so I picked up the Hydrating Camo concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut. So I do have both of the concealers from e.l.f. in Deep Chestnut, but ooh, even the texture, girl, like that one is Deep Chestnut. Gonna be honest, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. one today, and we're gonna use this to highlight. I would definitely say it's got a really nice coverage. I think it's about £5 to £6, and I just love the way it just makes like my whole highlighted portion of my face look. And it definitely is more of like a deeper golden undertone, so it probably might even look orange on camera, you know. Knowing my luck, it probably does look orange on camera. Look at the coverage there, and I haven't even had this on my face for more than 30 seconds, and you can see the coverage there. And because this concealer dries quite quickly, you don't need to allow it to sit on your face for too long, and it's got really nice coverage. I may add a little bit of the NYX Born to Glow, because you guys know that I do like a bit of a more of a highlighted look under the eyes. Okay, so we're gonna cream bronze today. You know it's that time to be a little bit extra. So I'm gonna go in with my favorite thing that I like to use to cream bronze, which you guys should know by now, and it is the Revolution Fast Base foundation stick in the shade F18. But this bad boy, don't get me wrong, it is nice as a foundation as well, because it is a foundation stick technically, but I don't know, I just really just enjoy using this as cream contour. My hair is getting in my way, it's absolutely annoying me. Like, look at the blend, look. Wow. Sorry, I'm so extra innit? I'm so dramatic. No, but are you deep in that though? No, deep it with me, please. Oh, I'm feeling the base. The base is doing a lot for me. So I'm gonna set my concealer, if I can find my setting powder. Doing this video actually made me realize when it comes to setting powders, I actually do like to splurge the little extra coin. Not a lot of drugstore powders I actually enjoy, and I don't know if it's because I've got that whole normal to dry skin, like creasing problem and all that malarkey, but the one that I've come across that I've realized that I do pick up quite a lot when it comes to affordable products is the I Heart Revolution. And thanks to you guys, because originally I got the shade Banana, and I didn't really use it as often because I felt Banana was just a little bit too pale for my likings, and you guys suggested to get the chocolate banana. Yeah, chocolate banana, and this is like the perfect sort of yellow tone that I like. And honestly, I've literally just been enjoying this, and this is probably the only sort of drugstore powders that I actually do enjoy. Sponge, tap tap tap, tap tap tap. Ooh, there's a lot of powder for my liking, boy. Got a little bit too excited, girl. I mean, that shade, oh, come on now, talk to me. That yellow shade, especially paired with those type of shade of concealers that I use, is just perfect. Like, it gives me that highlight, but to me it's still quite natural. I don't really like doing this, yeah, with translucent powder, but I'm gonna try again. Just gonna use a little bit. Okay, that's enough. Okay, I always see people do it, but it never works out for me. I can only reuse my Charlotte Tilbury one, but that should be okay, right? Okay, so now we need to set the bronzer. 2 drugstore bronzers, 3 drugstore bronzers. Obviously you guys know the Revolution Pro sculpting one in the shade Emerald. I'm really tempted to use her again today, but I don't know if you lot might be sick of seeing that girl. So the next one that I've got to show you guys is from Beauty Bay, and I think they've got a sale. The only thing with Beauty Bay that I don't like, they only like to select certain shades to put on sale, but this retails for like £6. I'm pretty sure I saw some of the bronzers for like £3.50 or £4. This is in the shade Chestnut, by the way, which looks like so. So that's Emerald and that's Chestnut. And then lastly, which is the cheapest one at its full price, is the Mega Bronzer from Revolution. This feels so nice, girl. pigmented, no rotted. But yeah, this is in the shade Dark from Revolution, which is that one. So what to use, what to use. I wish you guys can actually tell me through the camera, be like, girl, use this one, girl, don't do that, girl, don't do this. But I think I'm gonna go for the cheapest one today for £4 and use the Revolution Mega Bronzer. Let me get a blush. Can I get a blush? Mega Bronzer today. Tap, tap, tap. Double tap. Is it because that they don't wanna even really clean that egg? Are you silly? Are you okay? Are you okay? £4 bronzer, guys. Look at that pigment. Don't cuss me in the comment section saying, girl, that is heavy. You guys know how I do, but for that pigment, like, oh, this bloody headscarf's getting on my right. Oh no, she's threading away, darling. Beautiful black nose that I have. All in its glory. Up in the brows. Feathered it in the brows. Oh, that's when I should actually use the powder, innit? After applying the powder bronzer, because I technically have just gone over what I've done with the cream bronzer. Let me just do that now, yeah? Okay, that makes sense. See guys, I'm learning. We are heavily bronzed for now. I'm gonna set my face. I all over the face powders. The main one I would definitely have to say is the L'Oreal True Matte foundation, because when it comes to me setting my face, I like a natural skin finish. So like the matte skin finish, the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powders. I like things that are not heavily pigmented, that are not really like too powdery, because I'm not looking for extra coverage. Like I can't go in with a MAC Studio Fix powder and set my foundation, like no way. So I like something that is light and skin-like, if that makes sense. So these two, L'Oreal, again, True Matte powder in the shade 10D or 10W, that's what it says at the back of the packaging. And also Revolution. This is the CC Perfecting a Pressed powder. Now this is in the shade Dark, which I think I actually had the shade Deep, but Deep looked lighter, but I don't know where Deep is unless I'm going crazy. I'm not too sure. I might have to look back in one of my videos, but this one is really, really nice. This is cheaper and I have gone through these like no tomorrow. So I think I'm going to use this one today, and that's what I mean, like there's hardly any pigment. So when you dust it off, or dust it on your skin, you don't really see anything, and that's what I want. It's still got that line there. No, I'm not really, no, see, it's still got that line there, but sure, anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna go into blushing, because you guys know I love a little bit of blush, and I'm gonna try and keep the blush shade a little bit simple, but my favorite shades are mainly like oranges, corals, and then when I want a little bit of a vavavoom moment, I'll go for like a berry tone. And my number one favorite, I would definitely have to say, is the e.l.f. Girl. I saw Tammy using this quite a lot in, you know, few videos back, and I'm thinking, wow, that shade looks really nice, very pigmented, very vibrant. It is very pigmented, it's very vibrant, so you only need a little bit. But this shade is called Just for Fun, and to me, I just look at that, like when you swatch it like that, you're like, oh hell to no. But obviously it's not gonna come out like that when you're using a fluffy brush. Next one, low-key came out this year alongside with the XX Revolution brand, and this is in the shade Jaded. I personally like the blushes in the XX Revolution brand as a whole, because I just feel like they're just more pigmented. There's a lot of shade that's actually dark skin friendly. So again, it's orange, looks pretty much similar. Going for another blush, but a little bit more on a berry side. This is one of the Sweet Cheeks blushes from NYX, and it's one of the matte formulas. And it's called Risky Business. It looks quite pink on camera actually, but is it pink? No, kinda, maybe, yeah. Okay, maybe, yeah. And then lastly, again from Beauty Bay, this has been lived in, but the shade Coral. Don't get me wrong, when I first saw it, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more deeper, but it's actually a really, really nice shade, especially for like an everyday sort of wear. Actually, what I'm trying to do, if you haven't noticed, I'm trying to use the products that I don't, or haven't really shown as often in my recent videos. So I'm actually going to go in with the XX Revolution one in the shade Jaded. I'm actually going to put a little bit of translucent powder under my eyes because again I think I may play with glitters. Eyeshadow palette's been okay this year. These two palettes are pretty much like my fave full size go-to palettes. Obviously Tammy Clark came out with her Tropical Twilight collection in 2026 with her face palettes, and I think Patricia Bright came out with this last year. So this is the Rich in Life. This to me just has like all my perfect browns that I like and a pop of the blues that I do like. One look of green there, one look of yellow there. Tammy Clark done it for me in a sense of putting some glitters in there. Shades are beautiful, the color story is nice. I think these bite-sized palettes did come out in this year from e.l.f. These are live and I'm still waiting for my damn order, but obviously circumstances. They're like £3. I think I'm actually going to try and play around with a little bit of this. I think I'm going to try and do everything in this video. So let me just create a glam off camera. I'm going to try and keep it as simple because in my high-end video I went a little bit, and when I look back I was like, so I'm trying to keep it low-key, you know. So let me just try and do a little look and then I'll get back to you guys and then we can do it together. Okay, so I decided to go for something really simple and basic. I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing because I was so distracted off camera and I was so extra. I ended up using like 3 different palettes, but in a real life, best believe I will only use one. So I went into the Patricia Bright palette and used this shade here, which is like my favorite brown shade called Brown Sugar. Nothing too dramatic. I mainly just focused the shade around here. And then on a fluffy brush, I went into the bite-sized palette. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't even tell you the story. This is the Truffles one. So I went into this bite-sized palette and used this shade. It's like a brown, but it's quite a cool tone brown, but it doesn't really appear as muddy on my skin tone, which I really appreciate. So yeah, I didn't use a lot of product. I literally just want it there just to have a little something. And then I went back in the bite-sized palette and used this dark brown shade. I'm just gonna dab that here, like, you see what I mean? Oh god, I made a mistake. Like, you see what I mean? It's just so pigmented. That is literally from one tap. I'm not even adding any more product, but I'm just gonna go into that taupey brown again just to blend it out. I'm gonna go back into this palette and use this sort of taupey silver shade, and just gonna use this as my lid color. No, I wasn't recording. Oh, that's so annoying. I hate when things like that happen. But I basically just went into the Tropical Twilight palette in collaboration with Tammy Clark and Revolution, and I used a bit of this glitter down here, which is called Starlight. Kind of liking, you know, the vibe and whatnot. But yeah, that is pretty much it. That is the eyes done. So I'm gonna fix up my eyes, add some lashes, and then that's it. So see you guys in the next slide. Okay, so I can only really apologize if you guys can notice that the front of my hair is like really damp because I re-dyed the wig, and I don't know, for some reason I'm experiencing a lot of flyaways. So if you see a bit of like a darkness here, it's because I just used mousse. But this is the look for now. I pretty much have this traced the darker brown on my lower lash line just to smoke it out a little bit. And then for the brow bone, I actually went in a skin tone shade from this palette, the Patricia Bright palette, called Biggest Fan, which is this one here. So for the lips, I am obsessed with lip glosses. I pretty much would just wear lip gloss all the time. In terms of my 2 favorite type of lipsticks, I like more of a satin matte lipstick. These two, one is from Milani and one is from Revolution Pro. I'm obsessed with nude lipsticks. This Milani one in the shade 69 Matte Beauty is literally one of my favorite nude lipsticks. I've mentioned it so many times on my channel. And then this one is part of the Satin Neutral collection, and the shade that I've got is Latte. I'm just showing you guys Latte, which again is like a perfect nude, especially when you wear a dark lip liner. Of lip glosses, the best lip glosses that I am obsessed with are these Revolution ones, and they're Share Brilliant formulas, but they're very pigmented for a Share formula. One of them is Muse and the other one is called Head Turner. I do love Gone Rogue as well, and that's more of like a deeper nude, but the first one up here is Muse and the second one is Head Turner. I think I'm gonna use Head Turner. The MUA lip liner in the shade Obsession is literally one of my favourite lip liners of all time. Another lipstick that I actually like is from Anyway, called Sincere. So it's not like your deepest dark brown like Chestnut from MAC, but it still does a little something. And then I'm gonna go in with Head Turner. Oh, this is just my look. This right here is my vibe. I personally like these more than the NYX butter glosses. Don't get me wrong, I do like the NYX butter glosses, but I don't feel they're as long lasting. The setting spray, you guys know I love a luminous hydrating setting spray. Like anything to give me that nice glow, I'm just about that life. So the two drugstore ones that I go for is either from Revolution, and it's the Super Dewy Spritz. As you can see, I use this a lot. I actually use it on occasions where, again, I don't wear makeup and I just want a little bit of a hydrating boost. The next setting spray is actually from NYX, and it's the Radiant setting spray. I was obsessed with the Dewy setting spray. I think it was actually one of my first setting sprays after MAC, and I was obsessed with the dewy one. I picked this up thinking it was, but it's actually Radiant. However, this has very fine gold particles, so it doesn't look, you know, glittery and chunky on your face. Because of the gold specks, it does create that illusion of having that sort of gold radiant look from within. So I'm gonna use this because that's the kind of vibe that I want to go for today. I spray so much spray, even my lashes literally stick to my lower lash line. Okay guys, so this is my full face creating this glam using my favorite affordable or drugstore makeup products of 2020. Fair enough, not majority of these products were launched in 2020. Not all in 2020, but I've been loving them in 2020. So you guys let me know if there is a certain drugstore or affordable product that you've been loving this year. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. I will leave all the details in the description box below as per usual. Make sure you do subscribe on your way out, and I would love to see you guys in my next video. Bye.